Your focus determines your reality. You are where you are in life based on what you have been thinking till now. The state of our attention determines the state of our lives. It means that whatever you choose to focus on will ultimately become your reality. Our ancient scriptures have unequivocally put this quality of focus on the highest pedestal. If you are pursuing a spiritual path, focus alone can lead you to samadhi or ultimate self-realization. For those who are pursuing material goals and wish to transform their dreams into reality, focus is the single most potent tool which can lead them to achievement of their goals. But what is the big deal in focusing our mind on our goals? Why are we not able to focus as much as we may wish to? It's simple. We have neither been taught nor learned to focus. We get very good at anything we practice. Take the case of best athlete in the world, or the best painter, or the best musician. They are where they are because of their practice. For example, if you wanted to be a good singer or a good piano player and you practiced 6 hours every day for continuously 30 days, do you agree you would be a much better singer or a much better piano player after 30 days? Yes, definitely. And what if instead 6 hours you practice 10 hours daily for 30 days? You see how much better you would be after 1 month. Same is true with training to directing our focus. If we remove 7 to 8 hours of our sleep daily, what are we doing for the rest 16 hours? We are practicing distraction. So that's why it makes most of us so excellent in getting distracted. Throughout the day, how frequently do you choose what to focus on? How much of your time do you spend deliberately and with intention to focus on things that would take you closer to your goals in life? How much time do you deliberately spend in planning what you want to do and when you will do it? Many of us would not be able to fare well with our answers. We lead busy lives and we can always blame the environments in which we live and work. We have surrounded ourselves with a world of alerts, of notifications and beeps which keep popping up to grab our attention now and then. We can always blame these continuous streams of interruptions that prevent us from focusing onto any one activity for a long time. But how often we find ourselves on a loop around the same 3 or 4 smartphone apps, checking for updates again and again, or checking how many times, how many likes my picture on the Facebook has got in last 10 minutes. I'm sure many of us are aware of our addictions. But the question is, if we all know this, then why are we unable to control our mind from getting distracted to these distractions and rather devote more time focusing on our goals? One of my young friends, he asked me how to train my mind to focus on my studies. He said, I am unable to control my mind from engaging in social media. I want to devote more time for my study, but I find myself helpless. I am sure most of us are in a similar state of environment. Most of us want to achieve something worthwhile in life, but we find ourselves helpless in the face of powerful distractions. Now, if we look closely to this common question, there are few important pointers. Let me tell you the answer to this question. And trust me, if you can implement it, your life is never going to be the same again. The answer to these questions has got three dimensions. The first, that there are distractions around us. Yes. The second dimension is our mind always finds a valid reason to get attached to these distractions. And thirdly, the most important, we feel helpless to control our mind. Now in this video, we shall go in very deep details about the ways to focus our mind so that we can manifest our deepest desire. So stay on till the end. And if you have not subscribed yet, I suggest you to subscribe to this video and press the bell icon to ensure that you do not miss out on important videos in this series. But before we start, let us pray to Lord Ganpati for all of us. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. I call upon the lineage of my gurus to bless me. My heartfelt gratitude to my guru for choosing me as a medium to express himself. Om Ram Nityanandaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Shaligram Sharmaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Kanaiyalal Sharmaye Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. So we were talking about the three dimensions of distractions of the mind. The first was there are distractions around us. The second was our mind always finds a valid reason to get attached to these distractions. And third and the most important was that we feel helpless to control our mind. Now, the main problem is not that there are distractions around us. The problem that our mind wants to wander behind these distractions is also not so big. The biggest problem is our feeling of helplessness in controlling our mind. Our brain is hardwired to treat the symptoms rather than the cause. If someone has a high fever, we always want to get a medicine to bring the temperature down. High temperature is just a symptom, but there is a deeper problem with it. But we often focus our attention on treating only the symptoms. Someone having a high blood pressure wants to take a pill to bring his high blood pressure under control. He rarely tries to correct the causes which caused the high blood pressure. Similarly, our mind getting distracted is just a symptom. The cause is something else. The biggest problem is our feeling of helplessness to control our mind. This helplessness, which is seated deep into our consciousness, is a result of our ignorance about the true nature of ourselves. Maharishi Patanjali calls this as avidya. Avidya asmita lagdvesha vinivesha klesha. When our consciousness is rooted in avidya, we find ourselves as a distinct identity which are separate from everything else and find ourselves helpless in the face of situations and circumstances in life. And since we feel helpless, we continue to get tossed on the waves of life and we allow the current of life to take us wherever it wants. This is the cause of all sufferings in life. The moment we realize that we are the sparks of the same consciousness, the wheel of avidya is removed. We then realize that we are the creators of our own destiny. We then realize that we are not this body, the body belongs to us. We then realize we are also not our mind, the mind belongs to us. Now, when we know we are the controllers of our ship, we regain the power to direct our mind and the body by consciously choosing the direction which we want to take. This is the single most important realization which can transform us from being helpless victims into the controllers of our life. So, let us rearrange the three dimensions in correct order. The most important dimension then becomes that we feel helpless to control our mind. And then second is, our mind always finds a valid reason to get attached to these distractions. And third, there are distractions around us. So once we have an awareness of our true selves, we have tackled the first dimension. We will no longer be a helpless victim now, but we have the power to direct our mind wherever we want to focus on. For tackling the second and third dimension, Maharishi Patanjali says, Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tannirodha. Mastery of the activities of the mind is cultivated through practice, that is Abhyasa, and detachment, that is Vairagya. This is the way you can achieve mental calmness, and when your mind is calm, you can focus on activities that will reach you closer to your goals. In fact, the crux of all yoga itself is the ability to choose, focus and sustain. Yogascha chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is the ability to direct the mind exclusively towards an object and sustain that focus in that direction without distractions. Here, yoga does not mean the yogasanas alone. The word yoga here refers to the yoga philosophy. So this sutra offers the first solution to cultivate that one-pointed mind. Abhyasa and detachment are two sides of the same coin. So the solution is to practice focusing the mind on one activity or one thing at a time. And if the mind wanders towards any distraction, just bring it back again to that one activity. We can better understand this principle if we deconstruct what is mind made up of. What we call as mind and understand as one entity, in fact comprises of four components as per our ancient scriptures. And these are Chit, Manas, Buddhi and Ahankar. All these four components make up what we understand as mind. Now it will be easy to understand. Now consider Manas or mind as a big dark room containing all our past experiences, our memories, our perceptions. And Chitta is akin to our awareness or a torchlight. In whichever direction of the room we choose to focus on, we can throw the torchlight into that direction. So basically it is not the mind problem, but it's in which direction we wish to focus our awareness that matters. And wherever awareness goes, energy flows. So it's a choice we all have to maintain our awareness on whatever aspect of our life which we wish. So the key is to be conscious of where you wish to focus your awareness on. And if it wanders, all you have to do is to gently keep bringing it back. This is the practice or abhyasa that you have to continuously be engaged in. And regarding the third dimension, that there are distractions which keep pulling our awareness, the solution is to practice non-attachment with those distractions. Non-attachment does not mean forcing the mind away from distraction, but non-attachment arises out of the discrimination or our viveka or our buddhi faculty about the futility of those distractions in our life. When your buddhi can discriminate that these distractions are non-essential in your life, you will no longer feel any desire or attachment to such distractions. It means even if you are immersed in a sea of distraction, you will have the power to choose where to focus your attention and keep all distractions at bay. This is the true essence of abhyasa and vairagya. Yoga is a science. If you practice diligently, you will get the results. There is no doubt about it. We develop into a better version of ourselves when we become the personification of devotion, of consistency and love. Dedicated practice generates a flow of mental energy, and if we persist in promoting that flow, we will experience divine grace helping us in realizing our worthy goals. I am your brother guide to prosperity, and my mission in life is to help you realize the dreams of your life, help you achieve something worthwhile in life for which your family, your parents and your children can be proud of. We'll see you in my next video.